Hello and welcome to another Get Ready With Me for Work here on this fine Friday morning, the morning after July 4th. I hope everyone had a nice and safe July 4th day yesterday. I, myself, was asleep before it even got dark, before anything fun even happened. So we are going to be using the Stone and Rock palette from Oden's Eye Cosmetics this morning, and this is what the palette looks like. I know I'm going to be using these shades and then these two shades and then this shade here in my inner corner. That's what I picked out last night or last evening before I went to bed. Okay, yeah, we didn't do barbecue, but we had some fried chicken and all the creamy mayonnaise salads that you can imagine for dinner last night. We did do that. Or mayonnaise slash salad cream, salad dressing salads that you could imagine last night. We did, and beans and baked beans. We did do that last evening for dinner last night. I had to work last night just like I have to work today. I had to work yesterday just like I have to work today. That's why I had to be in bed early. Because I get up early and someone from work tried to call me while I was asleep. Since my children are in, or either with my husband or with my dad, their grandpa, I usually keep my phone off because I know they're safe. And so somebody from work tried to call me because I don't consider that an emergency. And I noticed this morning that they called me. Also, if my dad or husband or kids need to get hold of me, they know they can call the house phone here, and that will wake me up. And my work doesn't have the number to the house phone here. Because they did go out and watch fireworks last night. I think all of them did. This shade is called Madness. This kind of reminds me of the Dirty Martini palette that I used yesterday, just a little bit grungier, which I love the grungy greens. What do y'all do on July 4th? Anything, if you're in America, in the USA, that is. Okay, now I'm going into exuberance. Wow. What a word that is. Exuberance. I tell you what. I will tell you what. And this has been a game changer for me. All these people trying to sell you expensive brushes, this is just some advice. Take it for what you will. Do not fall for buying expensive brushes. I mean, if you have expensive brushes that you absolutely love, that is fine. I do not want to take that away from you. I'm sure they work great, excellent for you. And they probably last a long time. And that's great. But I have found that these brushes that I got from Shop Miss A, AOA Beauty, these $55, $88 brushes work beautifully. But the game changer part comes in the fact that I clean them every time I use them. After every time I use them. And whether that be what I use, and this doesn't have to be what you use, and I'm out. So I have to use a makeup wipe to clean them right now, which isn't as effective as this brush spray. This is the brush cleaner antibacterial spray. This is the cucumber scented one, quick and easy. This is what I get from Shop Miss A. They have several different flavors. Don't eat it, please. No, not flavors, scents. Several different scents, like 4 or 5 different scents. And I spray my brushes, and then I clean them on a makeup wipe. And these have made my brushes, keeping them clean has made the brushes work excellently. Excellently. Just taking care of your brushes. I don't think it matters how much you pay for them. If they work for you, great. I think the trick is just keeping them clean after every use. And maybe I'm slow to the game, okay? I always just used my brush. I would either just clean them with a makeup wipe or use my color switch. And then I would clean them like once a week or once every 2 weeks or so. Or just change brushes or something like that. But I've decluttered most of my brushes and just use the same ones now. And you're probably sitting there like, yeah, Jennifer, keep your brushes clean. You're so dirty. I did clean my brushes, I just didn't clean them as often as every day. Okay, now I'm going into Dream Island, which is an even darker, grungier green. Kind of a brown green. I never got any eye infections or anything. But what I'm saying now is I changed my game. And I'm finally going to go get my nail color change. I think I'm finally through with this color. I think I want to get a yellow and white ombre color. But I don't know. I can change my mind 1,000 times before I finally get there and talk to my tech, and even they can probably change my mind into something else. I'm very, very I'm influenced very easily. A fool and her money easily parts ways. That's me. So this is day 5 of my project palette. That's gonna sink in soon. The name, Project Palette 365. So this Jewels, not the Jewels and Gems, this is the Stone and Rock palette by Undereye, is my palette number 5 of my palette 365. If you don't know what that is, it is that I'm using a different palette every day for the next a different palette every day for the next 365 days. So this palette won't be used again for another year, at least. So enjoy it while it lasts. Okay, now I'm going into High Spirits, which is a very interesting color. I think it matches my nails. I think that's why I like it. And spray it with my e.l.f. Stay All Night Microfine Setting Mist. That's what I've been using. Oh yeah. I was like, I want to use the interesting colors too out of this palette. Not just the neutral colors. High Spirits, that's what happens to your cat at 3 o'clock in the morning. Or at 2 o'clock in the morning, right? When she's running around the house, banging against everything. She's in high spirits. Well, my cat's a she, at least. And then we are going into Gleefulness. Oh, this one's kind of chunky. Chunky monkey. We will need to spray that one down. Kind of a gold. Goodness, that one is very chunky. Not like Gleefulness. Not like High Spirit. Not like High Spirits. Let's see here. Mix it a little bit with this exuberance. Okay, I need to get that high spirits back in there. And a little bit of that dream, this was Dreamland, right? A little bit of that Dreamland on the outside. We'll add more of that later on. Yeah, oh cool. I think this has turned out to be a really cool look. What do I think about that? Interesting. Okay, now let us... Okay, I'm going to spray this with some... Let's just spray this with some of our e.l.f. spray. Just to wet it down. And then clean it with our makeup wipe. I'm going to be getting in some more of this cleaning spray here soon enough. And then we can properly clean the brushes. Oh, there goes the cat. She is in high spirits right now. Or maybe that was the dog. Maybe that was Pickle. I don't know. I couldn't see them. Could have been either one. I think that was the dog. That sounded like the dog. The dog is in high spirits. So, like I said, I hope everybody had a great holiday. I'm excited about getting this project started. And yes, it's going to go until June 30th. And just for those of y'all, I'm sure some of y'all who watch my videos are tired of me talking about it. I am going to check in monthly where I do my palette reviews. I'll show you which palettes that I used this month, each month, and what I thought about the palettes. So the palette reviews are probably going to be a little longer because I'll have used 30, 31, 30 or more palettes. Because sometimes I do use more than one palette in a day, especially when I do collabs or do like any kind of reviews or anything like that. I don't think that was a brush that I usually use. What imposter brush are you? But I will be doing weekly check-ins with my looks, with my specific looks on Instagram. So if you want to follow me on Instagram and see my looks that I did, then that's where they will be. Well, I mean, you'll see my look like this here. But if you want to see like the looks that I don't show on YouTube, you can find me on Instagram, where I'll be posting usually on Sundays, but not always on Sundays, but usually on Sundays. And I'll be posting my weekly looks. Just adding some brown eyeliner. Okay, somebody's causing a lot of ruckus in there. Okay, I think somebody's just awake. Might be my dad. But anyway, if you spray your brushes right after you use them, then they will quick dry, and put them down to dry somewhere. They will be dry by the next time you use them, whether that be later that evening or the next day. You don't have to like use new brushes. Wow. I like this look a lot better than the first time I used this palette. Let us use the Lash Extender from e.l.f. Cosmetics. Like I said, if you ever make a look that you like, that you've done, post it on Instagram and tag the brand that you used. Tag the brands that you used. I don't always tag the brands, all the brands that I used, but one or more of them might come around and see it and like your picture, especially if it's an indie brand. I've had mostly like small indie brands come and like my photos. Like I know Wicked Widow Beauty, if you tag them, they'll most of the time come and like your photos. If you use their palettes. Oh, I'm sorry. I got real quiet, didn't I? Sometimes I forget that I'm not editing. Okay, now I'm going in with the e.l.f. Color Correcting Eye Brightener. I'm very sorry if I get real quiet. Sometimes, especially with mascara, I tend to stop talking because those are the parts I always edit out. Okay. Now we're using this. Plus there's people talking in the background and I was like trying to listen into what they were saying. Trying to be covert. That's what I was really doing. Snooping in. Plus, I was admiring this eye look because I really like it. I like yellows and greens together. Plus, I'm wondering, why are people talking at 4:30 in the morning? I'm usually the only one up at this time. This is my time. But, also, with this project palette, I keep wanting to say project pan. That's my problem. I keep wanting to say project pan. This is not a project pan project. This is a project palette. I'm not trying to use up pans. I'm trying to use all my palettes. Not use up my palettes. Just use my palettes. My goal is to use all my palettes at least once. I am about to do a declutter. I declutter some of my palettes. I'm about to get rid of about, I got them over there. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 palettes over there that I'm about to declutter. We'll go over those either in a live. I just put a poll up. So if you haven't seen my poll, go to my community tab and vote in the poll of what you want to see on Monday. And what we don't, it's either going to be a swatching party with some skincare, or we're going to do palette declutter. I think I have it down as dissing decluttered palettes. We're going to do some makeup and skincare empties, which I think at this point that one is ahead. I could be wrong. I haven't checked it this morning. I know people like empties, like seeing empties. And I got a lot of them, so if you like seeing empties, go vote for that one. I always start off my lives, if you want to see my lives, I always start off my lives with doing a little bit of get unready with me and chit chat. And I usually do those on Mondays. Depending upon if I don't have to stay late for work. Because sometimes I do have to do some overtime. Sometimes I have to work until 7 o'clock at night, so I don't get home in time to do a live. I mean, I do have time to do a live. I can do a live at 8 o'clock, but I still have to go to bed and get up the next day at 3:45. So, you know, I gotta sleep at some point. Things I want to stay upright. And my little caddy there. I don't know why. Maybe it's slant. Maybe the desk is slanted a little. I don't know. I wonder if there's going to be any people at work. Do people, when there's a holiday, like on a Thursday, do people go to work? Like office jobs, do people go to work on Friday? I'm thinking not. I mean, I have to be there, but I'm thinking the people the people who actually work in this building might not actually be there. I'm going to try this Glowish. I've tried it before, but I'm going to use this Glowish bronzer. That's not what I had down, but that's what I'm going to use. It's not hard panned, is it? This brush as well I got from Shop Saie, and it's like a little blusher bronzer brush. I really like the handle on it. It was like $3, I think, $3 to $5. Still a great buy. use that, and then oh, I wanted to use a cheap palette. I never got that out. It's this Nars All That Glitters palette. I haven't used this in a while. And that's what it looks like. I think I might use, I don't want to use red inking. I think I might try to use, I don't know, one of these colors. Something like that. One of these darker colors. More bronzy colors. Deeper colors. I don't like using green and red outright, even at Christmas time. I know they're complementary colors, but they're not complementary colors that I particularly like together. Oh, and I'm thinking of a charity. I noticed, I know I talked in my live on Monday about doing a charity at the end of my 365 days, but I've changed it to giving to a charity at the end of each month. And I'll talk about what charity I'm giving to during my palette reviews and on my Instagram channel. I'll link the charities in both my Instagram and in the description box of my palette reviews. They're probably going to be local charities that are near and dear to me, because the thing about big national charities is there's so much overhead involved in these charities that you just never know where your money's going to and who it's going to. And with local charities, you kind of know, or you don't really know where it's going to, but you kind of have a feeling it's going directly to the people that need it. And I'm not giving, I won't, because of my income, I won't be giving sacks and sacks of money. So I'll know that the little bit that I can give will make more of a difference than if I gave it to a huge charity. And there's lots of local charities in my area. And then there's the case of acquiring 365 palettes. I was thinking if any of y'all, and we might go over this when I do a palette declutter, I can sanitize up and make none of these palettes. Some of them are nice palettes. If any of y'all want to do like a palette exchange, we can talk about it once I go over my palette declutter. If anybody's interested in any of my palettes, we can talk about doing a palette exchange, maybe. Because I know Joe in one of my lives suggested that idea. We can talk about maybe if you're interested in any of the palettes and you have some palettes that I might be interested in that you're not interested in anymore. And I'm not that picky, really. I can sanitize my palettes. I'm going to be getting some alcohol and some spray bottles here soon so I can sanitize my palettes. Okay, this video might be a little long. Trying to get this. I'm not that impressed with the Nars blushes, to tell you the truth. Okay, we're getting out the Moira Alluring Glow highlighter palette. And I'm going to be using this one, the Treasure. Excuse me, I keep burping. The Treasure one. The one non-synthetic brush that I really like is this one I got from a Beautylish lucky bag, is this Wayne Goss one. And it's goat hair, I believe. It is my highlighting brush. I really like this one. It's my most expensive brush that I have. And I just got it in a lucky bag. I want to do that again this next year too. Looking good, I think, in my personal opinion. Okay, we're going to do eyebrows now. And try not to overdo them. Just using the AOA liquid gel. Is that an oxymoron? I don't know. Is it liquid or is it gel? It's more of a gel. Eyebrow gel in Ebony. I think it goes. It goes with the darkness in my eyes. I've been liking the way my eyebrows have been looking lately. Although this Saturday, I am getting them bushwhacked. Getting those caterpillars trained, getting them tamed and trained. Let's do some lips. I got a brand new Saie Blur in Modern. So it's all the way up there. Let me show you. This is the third one I bought. Because look, this is the second one. Okay, I'm gonna use the second one and put the third one in my to-go bag. Because we do not waste makeup around here. Well, we do, but not when we love it so much. Especially lipsticks. And then we have Fairy Love, another one of my favorites from Moira. This is my second one of Fairy Love. Now that goes perfectly. Okay, now which one is the new one and which one is the busted up one? Okay, let's get a bag started. Okay, now let's go back into the eyes. Get my brushes back over here. Let's go. I think we can keep it under an hour. Let's go back under with Madness. Madness. It's astounding. I don't know. For some reason, I just think of the Rocky Horror Picture Show. Time is fleeting. I can't quote that show. I just know bits and pieces. I remember. Okay, then we're going to go in with Exuberance. Is that what this is? I have a horrible memory. I can't remember lines from songs. I can't remember lines from movies. Aaron was always good at that. Okay, and then we're going back into Dreamland and bringing it down just a little bit. Oh, there's a lot of kick up here. It's even kicking up into my eyeball. Somebody just hit the side of the house again. What is that noise? What is that? Somebody hitting a wall? Just cleaning off these brushes. Can't wait to get my brush cleaner back in. That should be delivered today or tomorrow, hopefully. Hopefully the post office is running today. Hey, if I have to work, the post office should have to work. Post office is like, forget you. We want our days off. The government is like, yeah, forget you. Okay, back with some more brown eyeliner. Oh yeah, I forgot to blend that out. Into the bag you go. I really love this look. Okay, just cleaning it off. Let's separate some lashes here. And we are just about done. We just need an inner corner highlight and to put some bad gal bang on bottom lashes, right? Put some of that bad gal bang down there. Man, the eyes sure are a lot of work. The eyes are a lot of work. But I think this inner corner highlight is going to make it all worth it. Where's my little brushy brush? This one is called Frenzy. Oh, yeah. What did I tell you? I don't know if y'all can see that very well. That is a great inner corner highlight. I love this palette. It has everything I need. A light shade, a mid shades, dark shades, beautiful shimmer shades, and a great... It has a light matte inner corner, and it has a great shimmer inner corner. This is like the perfect palette. And it has multiple looks you can do. Because I was watching it last night and I was thinking, I could do that look or I could do that look. And this is the palette right here. Like I said, I use this color, this color, this color. No, wait. This color. I could use those colors. Wait, what colors did I use? I used this color. This, yes, I used this color, this color, this color. Wait, what did I use? No. This color, this color, this color. And then I used this color, and this color. Right? Yes. And then I use this color. No, yes, Jennifer, that's what you used. No. I used this color, 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 this color. Yes, and it was this. It's not these. It was these, and these, and this. But I could use these and other shimmers, and I could use that white matte there as an inner corner. There. Now, is that hard? Okay. All right, this is the final look. Things are falling over. Things are falling off. Okay. All right. Thank you for joining me. I will take my hair down and take pictures. You'll see one of them in the thumbnail. And thank you so much for joining me. And yeah, wish me luck. I made it to an hour. Wish me luck on my project palette 365. And thank you so much for joining me. Please give me a thumbs up. Please consider subscribing if you haven't already. We're so close to monetization. So thank you if you watched all the way through this. Thank you so much for doing that. And we'll see you in the next one. Okay, made it to an hour. Goodbye.